Welcome to the remarkable world of sea oysters, a culinary journey that spans millennia, cultures, and ecosystems. From prehistoric kitchens to Michelin-starred restaurants, oysters have captivated our palates and sparked our imaginations. Join us as we delve into their fascinating story. Our story begins in prehistory, where archaeological evidence reveals our ancestors relishing these briny bivalves. Imagine, gathered around crackling fires, savoring the fresh, salty taste of the sea. Fast forward to ancient Greece and Rome, where oysters were not just food but symbols of status and pleasure, enjoyed at lavish feasts and praised by poets and philosophers. The Romans, with their sophisticated aquaculture practices, even cultivated oysters in elaborate ponds. Across the globe in ancient China, oysters were also prized for their unique flavor and considered a delicacy fit for emperors. In medieval Europe, oysters enjoyed a remarkable democratic appeal. Abundant and readily available, they became a staple for both rich and poor. Street vendors hawked them fresh from the sea, a quick and affordable meal for the masses. But even in the grand halls of castles, oysters held their place, served alongside roasted meats and fine wines. The 19th and 20th centuries witnessed the rise of the oyster as a luxury food item. The burgeoning restaurant scene and the development of specialized oyster bars elevated their status, transforming them into a symbol of elegance and indulgence. Let's explore the diverse world of oyster varieties. The eastern oyster, with its robust flavor, reigns supreme on the east coast of North America. On the west coast, the Pacific oyster, known for its sweet and slightly metallic taste, thrives. The smaller Olympia oyster, native to the Pacific Northwest, offers a unique briny and cucumber-like flavor. And in Europe, the European flat oyster, prized for its delicate and nuanced taste, continues to be a culinary favorite. The flavor of an oyster is a reflection of its environment. The salinity of the water, the temperature, and the abundance of phytoplankton all contribute to what is known as its merroir. This intricate interplay of factors creates distinct flavor profiles, from the crisp, salty tang of an Atlantic oyster to the creamy, sweet notes of a Pacific variety. Wild oysters, harvested from their natural habitats, often possess a more intense flavor and firmer texture. Farmed oysters, cultivated in carefully controlled environments, can offer a milder taste and smoother texture. Both contribute to our culinary landscape, but sustainability is key. Responsibly managed oyster farms can actually enhance marine ecosystems, while overharvesting of wild populations poses a significant threat. Certain regions have become synonymous with exceptional oysters. The pristine waters of Normandy, France, produce oysters celebrated for their delicate, briny flavor. Galway Bay in Ireland is renowned for its plump and flavorful oysters, a testament to the region's rich aquaculture heritage. And closer to home, the Chesapeake Bay in the USA, once teeming with wild oysters, is now experiencing a revival thanks to sustainable farming practices. Harvesting oysters, whether from the wild or from farms, requires skill and respect for the environment. Wild harvesting can involve diving or dredging, while aquaculture methods range from intertidal cultivation to floating bags in cages.
Shucking an oyster, the art of opening its tightly sealed shell, demands both precision and finesse. A sturdy oyster knife, a firm grip, and a little practice are all you need to reveal the treasure within.
The classic way to enjoy an oyster is raw, on the half shell, with a squeeze of lemon, a dash of mignonette, or a splash of hot sauce. The pure, unadulterated taste of the sea, a true culinary experience. But oysters also lend themselves beautifully to cooked dishes. Oysters Rockefeller, baked with spinach, herbs, and breadcrumbs, is a timeless classic. Fried oysters, crispy on the outside and tender within, are a southern delicacy. And creamy oyster chowder, a comforting and flavorful soup, is a staple in coastal communities. Throughout history, oysters have been associated with wealth and indulgence. From Roman emperors to Gilded Age tycoons, oysters have graced the tables of the affluent, becoming symbols of status and celebration. This reverence for oysters is celebrated in festivals around the world. The Galway International Oyster Festival, a vibrant celebration of Irish culture and cuisine, attracts thousands of oyster enthusiasts each year, and Oyster Week in New York City showcases the culinary versatility of this beloved bivalve. The pairing of oysters and champagne, or a crisp, dry white wine, is a match made in culinary heaven. The effervescence of the champagne complements the briny oyster, creating a symphony of flavors. Oysters also hold a place in folklore, often touted as an aphrodisiac. While the science behind this claim is debatable, the romantic association persists, adding to the allure of this intriguing seafood. Beyond their culinary appeal, oysters play a crucial role in marine ecosystems. As natural filter feeders, they remove excess nutrients and pollutants from the water, improving water quality and clarity. Oyster reefs provide essential habitats for a variety of marine life, creating a vibrant and thriving underwater community. These reefs act as nurseries for fish, protect shorelines from erosion, and contribute to the overall health of our oceans. Sustainable aquaculture practices are vital for the future of oyster populations. By carefully managing oyster farms, we can minimize environmental impact and even enhance marine ecosystems. However, challenges remain. Overharvesting, pollution, and ocean acidification threaten wild oyster populations. It's crucial that we address these issues to ensure the long-term survival of this valuable resource. Not all oysters are created equal. While we enjoy edible oysters for their flavor, pearl oysters are prized for the iridescent gems they produce. These two distinct types of oysters contribute to different aspects of our economy and culture.
Did you know that oysters have been around for over 200 million years? Fossil evidence reveals their ancient origins, a testament to their resilience and adaptability.
And speaking of remarkable, some giant oysters have been found in the wild, weighing several pounds and measuring over a foot in length. These behemoths of the bivalve world remind us of the incredible diversity of the natural world. The traditional R rule suggests eating oysters in months with the letter R. This practice, rooted in the days before refrigeration, helped avoid warmer months when oysters are more susceptible to spoilage. Today, with modern refrigeration and aquaculture practices, we can enjoy fresh, safe oysters year-round. Oysters are not just delicious, they're nutritious too. Packed with zinc, protein, and omega-3 fatty acids, they offer a healthy and flavorful addition to any diet. The journey of the oyster, from a poor man's food to a luxury item, reflects changing social and economic landscapes. Once a readily available source of sustenance, oysters have become a symbol of fine dining and culinary sophistication. Oyster farming is constantly evolving, with innovative techniques being employed to enhance flavor, improve sustainability, and even address the challenges of climate change. Warming ocean temperatures pose a threat to oyster populations and the delicate balance of marine ecosystems. Sustainable aquaculture and responsible harvesting practices are essential to mitigating these risks. While oysters offer a delectable culinary experience, it's important to be aware of potential health concerns, such as Vibrio bacteria. Ensuring oysters are sourced from reputable suppliers and handled properly is crucial for safe consumption. Oyster bars, dedicated to celebrating the diverse world of oysters, have become increasingly popular, elevating the oyster to a culinary centerpiece. Around the globe, oysters are prepared in a myriad of ways, from the delicate raw oyster preparations of Japan to the rich, buttery sauces of France. Each culture has its unique approach to showcasing this versatile ingredient, and in the United States, regional variations abound, from the classic New Orleans charbroiled oysters to the spicy bacon-wrapped oysters of the Pacific Northwest. Modern chefs are constantly pushing the boundaries of culinary creativity, incorporating oysters into innovative dishes that blend flavors and textures from around the world. Cultural differences shape our preferences for oysters. While raw oysters are considered a delicacy in many regions, cooked oyster dishes dominate in others. This diversity of culinary traditions reflects our multifaceted relationship with this fascinating food. Oysters matter. They matter for our culinary traditions, for the health of our marine ecosystems, and as a symbol of sustainable seafood. We invite you to explore the world of oysters. Whether you prefer them raw, cooked, or incorporated into a creative culinary masterpiece, we encourage you to support sustainable aquaculture practices and savor the remarkable flavor of the sea.